Good morning, my brothers. What's going on today, dudes? Hope you guys are doing well. It's early. I know. It's early. Did I see the poll? I haven't seen the poll yet. Let's take a look at the poll. We'll look at them in here, right? Let's see. Sailing opinion. It's like a future poll, I guess. Player design island. Getting around. Is that the hooded sleigh helm I see? Whew. No, I haven't seen this yet, man. Okay, holy molies are gonna get pulled. 3 prey bonus, 31 prey requirement, counts as a Sarah item. So is it an upgrade? Or is it lateral? Well, it just combines them, but is it the same as the holy sandals? Sorry. Purely cosmetic lateral upgrade. Got it. Okay. Hooded sleigh helm. If you've reached 99 sleigh, you've earned the right to show it off. How would it work? Past 99, 1,000 sleigh points. Any sleigh master absolutely slaying. And then you could just make it. Cool. No stat changes, no extra effects. I like it. We've been talking about this and asking for it for a long time. I like it. Portal Nexus editions. Add the following. Jagex. Just put every teleport in the Portal Nexus. Stop polling specific, like some of the... put everyone in there. Wait, why are they not all just in there, man? How many times do we have to ask? It's insane. Faster chill shortcuts, Quetzal improvements, lost Quetzal whistles, river, canoe stations. If they speed up the animation of these things, people would actually use it more often, by the way. Spirit tree level progression. Don't really care about any of this stuff, honestly. Fight pit improvements? No one cares about fight pits. Herb stack expansion. Grade broadcast tweaks. Yeah, and most of that doesn't really matter too much. I'm struggling a little bit this morning when it comes to coughing. Sorry, guys. I don't like the 99 lock. It should be for 1,000 sleigh points. You are quite literally adding the 99 sleigh hood to the sleigh helm. Sir. You need 99 sleigh for that. We know you don't like it because you don't have 99 sleigh. Get 99 sleigh if you want the benefit of the 99 sleigh hood. Slayer hood will always look like default Slayer helm. They mentioned that. Cool. All right, boys. It's time for some content today. Let's get rolling early. I just finished up editing yesterday's video, or today's video technically. That'll be live on my YouTube in like 30 minutes, by the way. On the agenda, well, we pulled another confliction gauntlets yesterday. That's pretty big. Also a purple from TOA. We got a second Miss Sorry mask. I've been really trying to get Vardo done lately. We haven't had a lot of luck there. I'm gonna go back this morning. We're still trying to get our first Old Tour ring piece, like our first gold ring drop, but we're really trying to finish 4 Old Tour rings for the team. We have 3. I'm trying to get the last one for the team. We are 625 KC in Vardo so far, and we haven't gotten any yet. So we're hoping for this, and we're hoping for 2 of these as well. So that's what we're gonna start with. Sorry for treads, Bellator. Good. We'll say good morning to Curtis. Oh, he's not actually in Discord. I guess I'm not usually on at this time, so understandable. He's usually chilling on his own for a while. I'm gonna have 2 streams today, by the way, chat. I've got some stuff going on in the middle of the day, so I'll stream for 4 hours this morning, and then we'll get off for a couple hours, and then I'll be back for another 4 hours. Ish. Let's see. Huge day for my Mole Slipper locked group Iron Man. I don't even know if I've ever had an account with Mole Slippers, honestly, man. You don't do clues, so that checks out? Yeah. You unscrew my man, you go an Iron Man route, huh? Nice, dude. Let me just get a tweet up real quick. Good tweet. 2 streams today. Bald for the first one, not sure about the second one. Just try exclamation death in the chat ping. It's got both links in there, man. How do we hit 3 out of 5? Yeah, we've been 3 out of 5 for 5 months, guys. Or 4 months. But if you put things in the title, you learn how much or how little people pay attention. It's been interesting. If you remember all the way back in September, when I was playing the RS3 League, Curtis died of Ardorvis. So that's when we became 3 out of 5. The Seracnus thread would be so sick. So what is that with the herb sec? What are they doing to expand the herb sec? I kind of skipped past that part. Is this a meme at this point? I can't believe we're still getting this question. I mean, not everyone that watches me is in here at all times of the day, Mac and Cheese. So, you know, since we've seen that some people have had the question, it's likely to assume that other people will probably have the question too. It's just how things work, man. 100 of each herb. Wow. That's a massive upgrade. But you need a rare drop from Seracnus? Damn. I don't understand why they put stuff like that on, like, Seracnus. Like, there's no reason to attach it to old stuff. Bring out a new boss and put it on that, man. It's the worst type of like patch fix that Jagex tends to do. Put stuff on old locked content. Old content that's already overcrowded as hell. At that. You got a twin flame on your group Iron last night? Nice, dude. Morning, Faux. Good morning, not pro. What's up, buddy? Alright, my man. Could have tossed a boss on the island somewhere for an herb sack upgrade. Exactly. Base 90s Moon's gear enough to finish Desert Treasure 2 in my hardcore? Absolutely, dude. Yeah, Eclipse set can, you know, take on every one of the final boss fights. And otherwise, yeah, you're more than enough gear. Yo, what's up, Perp Never? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a great day. Thanks, Baldy Lover. Appreciate you, bro. Good day so far, man. Woke up at 4 o'clock. Spent an hour editing yesterday's live stream into a highlight video for today. And now we're live. You're insane reading comments while doing Vardy? I mean, there's certainly certain, like, moments of Vardorvis that are not as risky as others, man. You know, like right now, axes are flying. They're not coming my way. I know I can glance at the chat a little bit because all that's going to happen is Vardo's going to bop me once or twice, you know? So there are some moments where I can get away with glancing. But if I've got axes flying my way, you know, I'm staring at the screen, of course. You died 9 times on Vardo in 10 attempts? It's not good, man. It was a long kill so far. It's been a minute already, man. Mammal thought the same at Hydra? Yes, any of us can make mistakes anywhere. Because we're human. But do you realize how unenjoyable the farmer's grind would be for all of us if we just never looked at our Twitch chats while we were doing any sort of PVM stuff? It's just not feasible, man. It's just not logical. Did Denise DMCA you yesterday? I think I was fine. I did leave the Discord temporarily, though. You know? What's the end goal on the farmers? See what we can get done without dying. Build the best group hardcore team in the game. Back to listening to music on stream. Yeah, I've got my audio sources split. In-game music to the past broadcast. So if you have Twitch Turbo or if you're a sub, you can actually like rewind my stream by 1 second, and it'll cut the actual music, and it'll play my in-game music because it's feeding to the past broadcast. So if you really don't like the in-game music, you can actually get around it on Twitch by just rewinding by 1 second if you're Twitch Turbo or a sub. Otherwise, that same feed, in-game music, also goes to my YouTube, so if you want to watch on there. Otherwise, my actual music goes to my Twitch livestream and my Kick livestream. So I have a rather complicated audio setup. Okay, we got 3 food. Maybe we can get away with a kill. We'll see how we hit. Not looking good so far. What type of mixer do I use for that? It's less about the mixer and more about just knowing how to set up OBS properly. Only reason my mixer matters is it gives me several audio channels, which makes it easier. Okay. Practically out of food. We are out of food. Nice. Oh, a chromium ingot. That sucks, but it's nice to see, especially on a food that we went kill that we ran out of food on. Sadly, that's 4 chromium ingots in a row. It's all I've had in the last about 550 KC. It's 4 chromium ingots, nothing else. So, unfortunate, but it's something, I guess. It's nice to look at. Does faux mean fox? No, it's a word that means fake or false. Any gold rings yet? We've had 0 gold rings, man. The only thing we've gotten since about 75 KC is chromium ingots. You're the fake foe? No, I'm the real foe, and that's the confusing part. Thank you, Torag. Does this make me the most dry at Vardorvis for ring rolls? I don't know. But Oda calls you fuck. I know, Indy, and you know, there's nothing I could do about that, man. Will you take the Masori masks to Nex? I would think not, Whitus. I don't think it would be worth it. I don't know, maybe. We'll have to see what the food situation looks like and if we can afford a lot of switches. We're only going to be doing 1 kill trips most likely, so I potentially can. Is a Noxious Holly good here? Yeah, I'd say it's the 3rd best weapon here. Pretty good. Why am I on so early? I got a appointment in the middle of the day, man, so I'll do 2 streams today. Otherwise, it's only me streaming for about 4 hours from noon to 4. So, you know, I prefer to wake up early and get another stream in. Especially because I'm going to miss a lot of time next week, you know? Don't really want to have time off right now. Smooth. Tough kill, man. Not a cozy one. Nothing on the back-to-back. Somehow that was still a perfect kill. I'm excited for next because it means we'll see Farmer Curtis Blorva. You think Curtis goes for Blorva armor? I would say I doubt it. He's the man who could do it? Why him specifically? Because he'd spoon the Torva drops. We're a group Ironman team. Throw this out there, man. Getting Torva armor is not the hard part about Blorva. Can you put Blorva in group storage? It's untradeable. When he drops the next work, it's like a 1 in 42 or 1 in 43 chance to see a purple. So if you're solo, 1 in 42-ish. If you're in a 20-man, 1 in 42-ish to see one. Your chance at it in your name is based on your contribution during the kill. What are the current goals? I'm working on getting Ultor Ring number 4 for the team. We talked about it recently this past week. She said she's probably not interested in trying on the group hardcore. Because she's never done Inferno Xenox. Any ring rolls? Still 0, man. Still 0. Do I have a Blorva on my main Ironman? I do. It took me, I think, 34... 10, 20, 25, 33. 33 total orbs to get it on my Ironman. Do we plan to run next until we have 4 Nihil Horns and Zaret Vambrises? Probably not. It's a lot of damn necks. What's Blorva? Blood Torva. It's the Torva recolor from defeating all 4 of the Awakened bosses. So, Awakened Vardorvis, Leviathan, Duke, and Whisper. Gives you a cool Torva recolor. It's the type of thing that you need the Awakener's Orbs for, so... The Awakener's Orbs, it takes 1 orb per attempt at the boss fights. So, you know, to do it on an Iron Man, you gotta stack up a lot of those orbs. So for perspective, I've only gotten 3 orbs total so far. You know, and I used 33 on my Iron Man to get it, and I would say most people use way more than that to get their kills done. So it could take a long time, a lot of grinding. Please tell me placeholders weren't off. They probably are, man, but I don't know if you've ever seen my bank on this account. I don't organize it, I just search for things. I use bank tab layouts on the left side, which you don't need an organized bank for. Do you think they should remove all KC and time kills from CAs? No. Took you 70 attempts for Awakened Leviathan? Good lord, man. It took me 5. Give me just a sec, I'll be right back, chat. Okay, sorry. It's a red flag for me to hear a door open at 6:20 a.m., but my wife's awake. I had to go check out what it was. What's up, man? Just got 68 attack, 65 strength. Nice, dude. How's day 1 of the account going, bro? You just swept the house? My brother, if you have 2 kids in the house and you hear something that sounds off, you check what's going on. It's not sweeping the house, it's making sure that you're good. That was in combat mode? No, just seeing what the noise was. Once I saw my wife, alright, good morning, hello. You guys are trying to pass this off as like a weird thing. This is normal, chat. I'm sorry. called protecting your family. It's not weird he's protecting his home. No, I'm saying you're passing it off as a weird thing because people are framing it like I pulled out my gun and went and like checked every room. Like, no, I just peeked around the corner to see what the noise was, guys. Like, it ain't that serious. To Mr. Blue Jean. Oh, your son discovered how to climb out of his crib? Dude, my daughter never learned that one. And we were so thankful. Converted to the toddler bed. I'm glad it's working out. Did I see the sleigh home pole? Yeah, we took a look at that this morning, man. Early streamer, I see. Yeah, buddy. Show my Vardo log? I'll just tell you it, man. 4 chromium ingots, 1 pet, 2 axe heads. 0 ring rolls, 0 Virtus pieces. Don't you think we need the Slayer skill cape perk on Slayer helms after 99? No, I don't think there's anything wrong with forcing you to bring a max cape or a skill cape with you for the skill cape perk. Gotta go. Alright, man. Take it easy. Good job on your leveling and enjoy your anchovies next time, man. Don't you think the Slayer skill cape perk is lackluster? No, I think it's one of the most useful Slayer skill, or one of the most useful skill cape perks in the game by a long shot. Nothing about it's lackluster. It is one of the most useful and heavily used skill capes. You got your ultra in 291. I hate you. It's crazy. link to the blog poll, or is it only in game? It's on the Old School RuneScape website, man. Not gonna link it for you. I'm gonna trust that you can find the Old School RuneScape website. Big burn damage, nice. Any guesses or themes on Raids 4? I think it's more likely that they pursue a Elvish area raid, thematically Elvish, than water sailing themed. If we think about the locations of the raids so far, we've got, you know, Chambers of Zarek, you know, Kryn and Kebos type vibe to it. We've got the Theater of Blood, Mortania, vampires, etc. We have the desert. Thematically remaining, the Elven area is the most unique, I think, to build off of. So, I think it'd be kind of cool. Am I excited for the wildcard round? Oh, the bye week for the Texans this week? Yeah, I'm excited for our bye week. Yo, what's up, Curtis?
Yo! No gold ring, huh?
No gold ring, but I did pull a chromium early today already, so we're at 4 now in a row.
See, guys, streamer luck is not real. Otherwise, you would have gotten the ring already, man.
That's right. That's right. The farmers are never lucky.
No, honestly, the last few items we've been going for has been rough.
Yep.
All 1,000 kill counts. I'm like 1,400 on these Aquanites now.
Oh, wow.
Horrible.
We'll drop 2 specs here. Nice, max spec. Get one more. Mike Tomlin is 23-0 on Monday Night Football, but also has 8 first-round playoff losses. It'll be fun to see which streak continues. Yeah, I don't really buy into nonsensical next-gen stats, you know? Mike Tomlin, when he eats a hamburger on Tuesday preceding the game, and it was a bye week, and the week before has never lost. Yeah, that's how like all NFL stats are nowadays. Whatever they can do to frame something as insane. Not, I mean, like, obviously this isn't the case, but I'm talking about, like, you know, more like the quarterback stats that they do. Like, oh, he has the best passer rating in games 3 through 4 and then skip 5, but also considering 6 this year. It's so annoying, dude. Whatever they can do to slightly market that game better, they'll do. When every single game has something like that, it's like, it's smart marketing, but so annoying. Early stream? Yeah, early stream today, man. You saw the most disgusting ad on Twitch the other day? It was an entirely AI-made gambling ad? Interesting. I haven't seen an ad on Twitch since Nom, bro. Twitch Turbo. Did you see Battlefield 6 using AI-made in-game emblems? No. But I'm not someone that gets like all panties in a bunch every time that some company uses AI for anything. I don't really care. GPT, what is my name? It's done a lot better. Shit, Bando luck continued yesterday. Yeah, sorry, man. I am feeling a lot better, man. I still have like kind of an annoying cough at the back of the throat, but that's about it, man. Early morning stream? Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 streams today. I need a telly on that one. Just because when I misclicked there, I saw that it was gonna path me in a bad direction, which paths me in the direction of 2 axes. We don't want to try to recover from that. We just want to get out on that one. How many times is Rogers going to get sacked? I would say 2 to 3. But pressures should be big up. Only down to 3 lives now. What happened? Yeah, we lost another life to Vardorvis, man. Was it Mammal? It was Curtis back in like September. Have people not watched in 6 months? A lot of people don't watch us like constantly, man. So Some people just did, never caught that we lost a second life, I guess. We don't usually advertise it. I only started putting it in the title this week again. So, yeah, it makes sense to me. It's all good, dudes. I thought we were at 4 now. We've been at 3 for a long, long time, dude. It's actually very surprising this week that we're still at 3. We should be probably on 1 right now, after this last week. Texans got the Monday game? Yep. Well, it's going to be Aaron Rodgers' last game when he loses, so... Ah. Was there another I missed? Yeah, I got chance last week at Kriara. Did I see the video of the priest pouring the holy water? No, I didn't see that. Yeah, I'm aware of what it is. I just didn't see it. Is there ever a possibility of you moving back to Texas? Just curious as we weigh our homestead options in the future. Why does what I do impact that? Yes, there's always a possibility that I move somewhere else, man. Neighbors. Scoopsy, thanks for the 2 months, man. One of my favorite streamer groups stopped streaming together, so I guess you can have this now. Who was your favorite streamer group? Was it the Rizzlers? Thanks, buddy. Or are you going to the Super Secret Creator Summit this month? I am. I leave on Monday to the UK. Team Summertime. Heard of Optic? Oh, interesting. Well, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate the prime. It's a long flight. Yeah, it's like 10 hours, man. They're like having kids and getting old now? Ah. I see. So you subbed to me instead. Yeah, I mean, you know, 32 ounce, we've got connections, we got ties to Texas, man. We've got family there, we like Texas. It's possible we one day move back. Wouldn't rule it out. But, you know, I mean, it's possible we move to Florida someday. Don't know why, but it's possible. They officially disbanded, they still stream individually, not the same? Yeah, I got you, man, I got you. Do you live in Houston? I'm from Houston, I live in Washington. How would you rate the Texans' odds this weekend? 60%. I should have gotten a heal in there. Vegas gave him negative 3.5. That's good considering we're playing at the Steelers Stadium, huh? Because they get extra bonus points for being the home team, yeah? Three food drops in a row, what the heck, man? Thanks for getting back into uploading videos, they've been awesome. Thanks, man, appreciate you, buddy. Burrito, thanks for the alley-oop, you're my, my thumbnail today, man. Means you're more like negative 6.5 or minus 6.5 on a neutral field. Is that how they say it? Minus? I don't do sports gambling, so I don't really know. Actually, Rory, you're my title as well today. Made it big, dude. Minus means favorite to win? Yeah, I understand that. Rune Javi tips. Fantastic. Tasty Noobs, thanks for the 33 months, brother. Appreciate you, man. Any more Vardo spoons in the last 400? Last few hundred. In the last 575 kills, I've gotten 4 chromiums. We are the anti-spoon. Smoker's cough? I don't smoke, man. I just got over the flu. We're taking a look at the poll? Yeah, we looked at it this morning. Okay. Did you teaks or mahogany planks for 84 construction? Probably mahog homes, man. With mahogany planks. I think is what I did on this account. Take a look at the polls I have, man. Thoughts on the fight cave change? I thought it was fight pits that are being changed, not the fight caves. I saw fight pits and I didn't even read about it because I don't care about fight pits. Just realized I don't care too now? Yeah. What's the change that's being made? You're surprised they're burning time on the fight pits? Yeah. Yeah, some of the things in this update just seem so nonsensical. They're improving the most irrelevant content in the game for some reason. Smarter NPC pathing? Don't know who was asking for a canoe system in Kandarin. That, my friend, would be some region-locked Snowflake Ironman account on Reddit, probably. Junior devs need work? Honestly, that's probably it, dude. Is that the junior devs, you know, get handed a project like that to learn how to do things. Very, very, very likely. Something that's kind of inconsequential if it goes wrong. Give some good real-world practice. Mank said in Dino's chat that he did the Fight Pits update in less than a few hours during Game Jam. I mean, fair play, but why though? Again, least used basically most irrelevant content in the game. Am I ringless still? I'm ringless still, man. Maybe they use it for dead men? Maybe. Maybe. If it's Manked working on it, that actually could be likely. Do you suggest coming here with Oathplate, or is it marginal to Bandos? I wouldn't call it marginal. I think Oathplate is a much better upgrade set to push for rather than Bandos. I would actually suggest it in lieu of going for the Bandos grind, because the accuracy on it is so useful, especially in locations like this. And it's tankier. Yeah, this is probably the best place in the game to use specifically Oathplate. I would not call it marginal here. I'd call it marginal in some places, but not here. Should learn Yama? You should learn Yama. Yama's not very hard. Arguably easier to farm than Bandos is on an Ironman. It's quite good, man. Is that solo Yama or duo? Learn either. I would say do duos, personally. What's the safest method to do Bandos on a hardcore? Kind of a tough question, because like the methods that you would do when you're at the stage to farm Bandos are just less safe, right? So like the safest method is to like go there with like big gear and, you know, whatever later on. I don't really know. I'd probably say like 5 to 0ing maybe. But it's kind of a skill issue thing, you know? If you don't mess up, door altar. If you do mess up, maybe 5 to 0 with a crossbow. Door altar's not 5 to 0, by the way, local. Yeah, that would be 4 to 0ing with Bofa. Door altar and 5 to 0 are different methods, man. If you're in max mage, the freeze method's pretty insane. But if you're grinding Bandos, you're probably not in max mage. Question mark out of 3? 0, my man. 0 out of 3. Do you need Max Mage with Confliction Gauntlets? You don't need Max Mage, period. Max Mage is better than not Max Mage. Bridges called me out. If you're grinding Gardevoir, you're probably not in Max Mage. Like, that hurts? That shouldn't hurt. That should be logical, man. In terms of progression, Gardevoir comes before getting Max Mage. That should be logical for everyone in the game. That's not a shot. No shit, I mean, is it viable to do freeze method without it? Figure it out yourself, dude. Don't come yapping and ask for advice. Asking for help and starting out with a no shit is wild. I know, man. Much less inclined to help you out, brother. Just go do the calculations yourself. Got swing a TOA for a Shadow and hit Cox for Mage. No BCPM Iron. Oath Plate, dude. Go for the Oath Plate. How's Varda treating me? Pretty terribly, man. It started extremely good. We had 2 axe heads and a pet in the first 75 KC. Since then, we've had 4 chromium ingots and nothing else. We don't need chromium ingots. They do nothing for us. Shit, 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 shit. Get out. Not the right time to pot. I was actually trying to hit food there. Good time to telly. So, not good, man. Not good. This is what we're at. Scotty, thanks, dude, for the 35 months. Appreciate you, brother. Got a flashback of Curtis's death. Yeah, that's kind of the way that Curtis's death went, like that. But that's why we just telly at that point instead of trying to out-heal it. Ain't worth. Give me a sec, guys. It is 7 a.m. I'm just gonna go see if my wife needs some help getting the kids up. I'll be right back. All right, thanks guys for chilling. You guys know how like good of a feeling that is, man? Like, yo, Baby Sneak, thanks for the 59 months. How good of a feeling it is to like be able to go AFK, you know, help out around the house, whatever else, come back here and you guys are still here. Like, I love that, dude. I really do. Great part about, you know, being at home. I should have just told you to go watch today's YouTube video while I was gone, honestly. Or put it up on stream? I put it up on stream, I don't get any views on it, man. Where else are we gonna go? True, man. To work, I guess, huh? How's YouTube stuff going? You know, my viewership's down lately, but my viewership's kind of down across the board lately. Like, my Twitch stream has been kind of savaged on viewership for the past month for some reason. I don't really know why. I think a lot of it is just there's so much more competition back on Twitch now with Bodhi and Sick Nerd and some others being back. That's most likely the cause of all that. But sorry. Overall, YouTube's gone really well. I've taken over editing the videos, and I've kind of gotten the editing process down to about 1 hour, which is good. That's what I wanted. So, you know, I can sustain that. If it's 1 hour for me to edit a video, I can definitely sustain that. So, it's good, man. It's good. So the mod didn't update the video? Yeah, for the most part, I've had a very hard time with having the mods change that out, which is okay. I don't really expect them to have to do that. I'll update it in a bit. It was me? Yeah, well, thank you, man. Thanks for putting the new one in there. I'm gonna adjust it to a shortened version of that. I think, technically, you can take everything out after that W14, and it'll still link the video, but I'll check in just a second. I don't really understand YouTube links, honestly. Why there's a long version of that and a short version of it. Thank yes, sir. Does that work, chat? You're correct? Sweet. Like, that link right there is the version that it gives me when I click to copy the link on YouTube. But if you, like, go to the video first, of course, it puts that whole string in the address bar instead. There's a whole technical explanation. Nah, don't worry about it. As long as there's reason for it. Any URL, if you see a question mark, you could delete anything after it? Huh. Okay. So it's just tracking type things. Query parameters? Extra information to track stuff about the page visit? Yeah, makes sense. So I'm able to watch TikTok stuff my wife sends me, delete the stuff after the question mark and the video plays? Ah, without like having to be signed in or whatever, huh? Interesting. Penisterio, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for the 47th Prime, man. Appreciate you choosing here for Prime this month, man. Good way to start the year. Early stream brings out the professionals in the chat. The degens are still sleeping. Oh yeah, the professionals had to go to work today, man. They're up and getting their day started. Chatting while I'm working between meetings. Nice. Nope, don't like that one either. Though I didn't know if I had an axe coming towards me on that one or not. The need to freaking start coughing is destroying me during this grain. Do bandages work? Yes, that's why they're in game. The hemostatic bandages? No. I don't really think they're worth bringing on hardcore though. Over like just another anglerfish. TX finally leaving RS3 this month? With the most massive asterisk next to it, sure. Can I get a spider task for Rexer at 92 Slayer? Do I need any quests other than Priest and Peril? No, I think that's all you need. Does Rexer count as spider? Yeah, if you're on a spider task, like while task skipping or whatever, yeah, you can kill a Rexer on a spider task. How was the UK? I go next week, Kosher. I thought you went yesterday. I genuinely don't even want to engage. I still think you rage bait too much, Kosher. No, that was genuine. It was genuine. You genuinely thought I flew 10 hours to the UK yesterday and then flew 10 hours back today and had my entire Jagex trip in that time somehow? I don't know, bro. My mind makes shit up sometimes. Fair play. I suppose. And streamed both days, yeah. No UK trip till Monday, man. I'll be gone most of next week for it. I'll have time to get a stream in on Wednesday. I don't know if I'll have time to get streams in other than that. Maybe early Thursday morning. You know what's going to be happening with you content creators? I have an itinerary that has like the subjects of, you know, things we'll be discussing or doing or whatever else, but no like distinct details. Typically when we do these types of things, we find out some, you know, behind the scenes future content type stuff. If I had to guess, they'll probably go over what's going to be discussed, at least some of what's going to be discussed during the Winter Summit, and get our feedback on it. We'll very likely get some behind the scenes game time, where we get to test out certain content, be that, you know, whatever is going to come with the Winter Summit announcements or Raids 4 or something like that. And then there would be a lot of chill time and, you know, time to hang out with all the creators and stuff. Blood Moon Rises boss? Yeah, very possibly. Usually it's something along those lines, then. When creators are going? I think it's something like 50 total going. Across all of the games, though, so there are some old school creators coming, there are some RS3 creators coming, and there are some Dragon Wilds creators coming, even. Did all of the farmers get invited? No, Rory didn't catch an invite, and I was told that Mammal was meant to be invited, but they didn't hear back from him. And according to Mammal, they never reached out to him, so there was some communication mishap there, I think. I tried to, after I found out that, you know, Rory and Mammal weren't on the docket, I tried to convince them to bring them anyways, and have us all sit down together and do a farmers podcast for the official podcast stuff, but I was unsuccessful in that. Would Mammal have gone? Yes. Dragon Wilds has content creators? Yeah, a lot of video games have content creators, man. Anything that involves me, they will not touch. You need to understand this. Yeah. I think, I mean, Jagex is obviously more likely, I think, to, integrate people that, like, have a closer relationship with them, I guess? I don't know. Incredibly poor lifelong figure with Jagex in their found out why? I mean, I think a lot of it typically has to do with, like, you know, how large of a content creator you are. But a lot of it is networking as well, I think, you know, where, you know, the guys that have a good relationship with Jagex and are close with them, discuss with them constantly, whatever else, tend to get invited more. I would think that that's where the disconnect is. It surprises me too. I think Jagex should be inviting you out every single time. But I don't think you do that stuff. You know what I mean? But my personal opinion, I am amazed that all of the farmers did not catch an invite. Well, that's very likely at Oompa. You know, there is always a budget with this stuff. There's only so many creators they can bring out. There's, you know, likely only so many that they're willing to bring from the US because it's costly to bring us. I mean, I know that in the past, I don't know about this trip, but I know in the past, you know, my plane ticket just to get to Jagex HQ and back was like $2,500, you know, like, they can be pricey when they're booked late. So, like, I understand there's a budget with this stuff, you know, and they can't bring along everyone, but sometimes it just does surprise me. That being said, Rody, I will continue to advocate for you. And as I'm having beers with Jagex next week, I will make sure that you are strongly considered for whatever in the future. Nichols, what's up? Thanks for the 73 months, brother. Are we going to do a streamer meet and greet while there? No, I don't believe so. It's not really a community event, man. You will sleep with Husky if that's what it takes, and I think that's where it is, man. I think that's why you're not getting the invite, because you will sleep with Husky. That's what it is, man. I think Husky is making sure that you don't come just so that doesn't happen. Stop being so annoying, Verdo. All of that for Addy Javies. Fantastic. Is there a discount code for Starforge? You can use the code Faux at checkout. It is the only Starforge code that I know that exists. I don't know of any others that exist. It will save you an additional $1. Big? Hey, I had to work hard for that, man. It took me literally 12 months to convince Starforge to give me that code. Many ring rolls, Mr. Boss? 0, brother. We're almost 700 KC. I'm getting boned here, dude. Ooh, Onyx Bolts. Big. You mentioned more trio content yesterday. Is that something other farmers will be down to do more of? Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. I'm just saying we should probably look at getting back into doing bigger trio content than what we have been doing. We're kind of just stuck on trying to finish up the Fang right now. Otherwise, I think that stuff would be happening, but once we get into grinding Nex, once we get into like really grinding TOB and stuff like that, we really need to push that stuff with just 3-man, because I think it's just becoming increasingly harder and harder for us to get 4 people online at the same time. You know, we haven't gotten to do much of the big 4-man content lately because we just haven't had a ton of overlap time because, you know, people's schedules are busy, man. How many times have I hit the unique table? It's like 1 in 50 for the table. The unique table? It's like 1 in 136 or something, man. I've hit it 6 times. Nichols, you asked me on your sub if I'd be having an episode on the podcast. I haven't been invited to do the podcast, so I wouldn't think so, man. Will I teach my kids how to play old school when they grow up? Probably not. Reasoning for not? I think it's too open-ended of a game for a young kid. Meaning, there's not really a point where you put it down. So, certainly not against my kids getting into gaming. I think I would want it to be something that has like a finish line, essentially. You know? Kind of the way that I enjoyed things as a kid, you know, doing like Ocarina of Time and, you know, there actually being like an end goal to it. Not something that you end up doing for 25 years like I have. What if they show interest in it? I've given my answer, man. My answer doesn't change based on that. They very well may show interest in it. I will not be trying to influence it, though. I will not be trying to push them towards it. I don't personally think old school RuneScape is a very healthy game for a kid. Let's be honest, old school is life consuming. It can be, and that's, you know, that's a dangerous thing to introduce a kid to, I think. Think it would be cool to bond with them over? Possibly, but I'd just rather bond over other things other than video games, honestly. Did new super combat. What are you going for here? Going for a thing called an Ultor Vestige. It's a 1 in 358 drop to roll at the Vestige, and you need to roll it 3 times before you actually get it. I've rolled it 0 times so far. So it ain't going great. Does it tell you in the chat if you hit a roll? It didn't used to, but last year Jagex updated it to where you get a gold ring drop the first time you roll it, and you get 2 gold rings the second time you roll it. And then you get the Vestige the 3rd time. So back in the day, we had no indication until you got the Vestige drop. How long, like how far along you were. Nowadays you do know. Thanks, Crossman. What's up, buddy? Good morning, man. The rolled rings required. Can you get the Vestige before the rings drop? You have to roll it 3 times. You get the Vestige on the 3rd drop. The 3rd time you roll it. First time you get a ring, 2nd time you get 2 rings, 3rd time you get the Vestige. You have 5 axe heads before your first Vestige? Wow. Wow. Before your first Vestige. That's crazy to think of. Took you 2 kills to get the Vestige? Dang. I had my entire Vestige by this Casey on my Iron Man. To that stage, it was actually the only thing I rolled here. I didn't roll anything else except for the Vestige by the time I got it. Brother, you need some Dayquil? I've actually already taken Dayquil today, man. Just kind of post-flu residual nonsense, man. So, Livid, thanks, buddy, for the 42-month Prime, brother. Oh, I'm on an East Coast server. Make this a little bit easier for myself. Shipping Nichols, thanks, buddy, for the 25 months. Appreciate you, big dog. West Coast servers seem to be back to normal ping again. Nope. Still the 50% increased ping that I've been dealing with for months. The Dolphins fired their head coach. That means nothing to me, man. I don't know anything about their team. But sit. The little guy that wears joggers? Mike McDonald? McDaniel, yeah, that's the one. McDaniel. Something like that. McDonald's. Huh. I actually thought he was a decent coach. I thought I was lagging there. Maybe I just misclicked the melee prey back, but thought I clicked the melee prey back and saw myself on range prey. Just decided to tell you. Looks like I just misclicked. Want to hit the guys on the way in? Keep my Soul Reaper axe charged up. How long has it been since you started this hardcore? This one we started in March of last year, so we've been going for 10 months so far. Completed D-Slayer 2 on my group Iron Man tips to grinding out the 50k of the head. Don't have antidote. Trying to find a way to deal with the venom. Bring 3 anti-poisons with you. Anytime you get venomed, use 1 dose of anti-poison to drop the venom to a poison. Let the poison hit you for 6 damage. Just accept the 6 poison damage. If you get yourself most of the way through the kill and you still have a lot of doses left, then you can start double drinking the doses to remove venom fully in between. And kind of just judge based on that. But until you get that out of the way, or until you get some sort of like anti-venom type capability, you just drop it to a poison, that way it's not stacking up and doing more damage over and over. Did I go through the process of making antidote plus or anti-venoms from scratch? I only ever on an Iron Man get antidote plus from drops like Zulrah. Never is it worth it to go out of your way to make them. Looks like you're big chilling in the zone. And you just gotta pay a lot of attention during this boss, man. It's tough on hardcore. Things can go wrong really, 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 really fast here. My nose is just dangerous at Verdo. Hit. You have to have a perfect run to get a ring roll now, man. Whoa! Spec! Yo, what's up, man? Ogum, thank you, dude, for the 5 gifted, man. Humble, homie. Thank you, dude. Yeah. Thank you for the content over these years. Nah, you're welcome, man. Thank you so much, dude. It's huge. I'm hunting Ultor or Virtus. Both prefer the Ultor ring, but the farmers can use 2 more Virtus robe tops. We have all of the helmets and legs that we need, but we could use 2 more Virtus robe tops if we can get those. That'd be sweet. But we're mainly here for the Ultor. We have 3 Ultors on the team. I'm trying to get the 4th one for us, so we can all use them. Ooh, I had to tell you there because I did not realize that I had prey down, and then I saw 41 damage coming my way. Ouch. I must have missed the range flick there. Injured and can't use protection prayers. Is Virtus better than Ancestral? In some cases, when you're using, like, ancient spells, but main thing is, you know, we could just get it while we're working on this. Man, that was painful at the end there. 41 off grade. Damn. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Since I had to tally out there, let me go AFK real quick and say good morning to my daughters who are eating breakfast right now. My daughters are so cute. What was that skill guide tech? What else can you stall like that? What are you talking about, man? Haven't done any skill guide tech. Thought you opening the skill guide made you not lose your stacks. I don't even think I opened a skill guide, man. You just mean like looking at this page? Oh no, I just left it on my stat page so people could see my stats. I tend to do that a lot when I go AFK. It didn't reserve any stacks. Gotta leave it somewhere. Any group content today? Almost certainly. We almost always do group content on non-Tuesday days. And even sometimes on Tuesdays. But we usually keep that till later in the day. So I'm actually gonna have 2 streams today. I'll be live for another hour and 45 minutes, and then I'll be gone for a couple hours because I got an appointment in the middle of the day. And then I will be back around lunchtime when we usually do group content for another 4-hour stream. Do you have the Twitch plugin for your account? Nope. I don't really like the Twitch plugin. So much clutter. Oreo, good to see you, buddy. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the 101 months. TOB for group content. Probably not, man. We're working on Fang number 4 for Nex. We pulled a purple last night. It was a Missouri mask. How's the tattoo removal going? Sorry. Fine, man. Yeah, been to 2 sessions so far. I'm going fine. I've got to book my 3rd session actually. Oh, I ran the DPS calcs for I and Bofa at Warden. Says Bofa's better, but I've noticed you guys use eyes. Was hoping you would explain. Did you run it with any defense reduction on Warden? Yeah, I ran it with D Warhammer spec. Okay, but what about with an I spec? I think the guys run I because they benefit largely from the I spec. That being said, my next question would be, are you running it with the same gear that the farmers are using? primarily I'm talking about confliction gaunts. Have you ever thought about or gotten a old school or farmer's tattoo? No, and I would get neither of those. I have no intention to get any more tattoos, man. I'm removing the only tattoo that I have. Not a fan of that tattoo, and personally, yeah, I see no appeal in getting an old school RuneScape tattoo. Did not run it with confliction gaunts? Yeah, that's the major difference, is the confliction gaunts, man. That's what makes it good. But if you're gonna run DPS calcs, you can't just run it off the weapon that we're using. You have to consider all of the gear that we're using to determine what's gonna be better, because, you know, a little bit of gear can change a lot. Gear, stats, all of that stuff matters. Would have to be an incredibly large amount of subs? No, I don't care how many subs I did. I just wouldn't get an old school RuneScape tattoo, man. $50K? No, I'm good, man. Don't want an old school tattoo. Not everyone can be bought and sold. Hey, I can on certain things, man. I have no interest in getting a old school tattoo, you know, and, you know, that includes for money. If I hit 10,000 subs, fuck it, I'll go get a hair implant. Why not? But tattoo? Just not interesting. Not interested in it. Bald fits me too well. I've been bald long enough that people forgot what I looked like with hair, man. What tattoo am I getting removed? I have a tribal armband on my right arm. You can kind of see it right there. This one. I've done 2 sessions to get it removed so far. It's lightened up a lot. It's going to take a lot of sessions. Got it when I was 19 years old, my first year in the army. Thought it was cool for a year or 2, and then I got really annoyed with it. What tribe are you part of? Tribe of Regrets. So I'm removing it. How's the pain of getting it removed? About 3 times worse than it was getting it. It's like taking the world's strongest rubber band and flicking it against your skin after the rubber band is dipped in hot baking grease. And then they do that about 1,000 times per session. It sucks. Get anything for the pain? The first session I had 1,200 hits with the laser. I had a topical lidocaine for that. Or I think it was lidocaine. It was some topical numbing cream for that. The second time I started with that and the pain was too bad, so I had them give me lidocaine injections for a local numbing. And that was a lot more manageable, so from now on I'll just have them do that every time. Because, yeah, the pain kind of sucks, dude. No part of it is enjoyable. How many sessions did they tell me I need? Dark tribal armbands usually take like 8 to 10 sessions. It's one of the longest things to remove. Because with this kind of tattoo, there's no shading. The ink is just very densely, heavily packed in. So it's a lot to break up. How many ring drops am I at? I'm at 0 ring drops and 678 kills. Healing period between sessions? Yeah, you get a session every like 10 to 12 weeks. Need at least 8 weeks of healing time. Doing Vardo today, thank you, dude. Sounds expensive. It's about $300 a session, yeah. Tips on how to reset RNG. Don't have primordials yet? Brother at Cerberus? You're asking like one of the least lucky Cerb doers in the game, man. I was rank 1 Cerberus on hardcore for like 3 years because I was so unlucky, man. Like, I ain't the guy, bro. Yeah, you need to talk to Curtis, that's right. The Farmers has 2 of the most unlucky Cerb doers. Reminder, Mammal went nearly 4k on Cerberus on his Iron Man to get Primordial. Whoops. I'm making some late mistakes today, man. Alright, let's go back. If I'll have a few viewers, about to hop off, go rest. Is okay, ready with what I have? Sure, man. What do you think about the fight pit improvements? I didn't care to read about them. Fight pits doesn't matter. Does the bleed block the pool? It does. It's kind of annoying, isn't it? Telly's always better than a one-on-one in Death's office. Yeah, you're right, man. I'm not hesitating on the Tellys, which is good, because I keep having to Telly on like 10% on Vardo. Not a time you really want to Telly, but it's a 1 minute kill, like... Can't stay in for that when I make a mistake. Ain't worth it. But I'm making more mistakes today here than I've made in a while. It's not really that good. I'm not playing so clean today. Come on, throw a kill. At the point where I could reliably do CG, I'm a hardcore, but I keep pushing it off. Any advice to confidently get more kills? Get better at CG? Which is only going to be done if you do more CG, man. Can't tell you how to motivate yourself though, bro. That comes from you. Noxious Hallie's really good if you don't have a Soul Reaper nor. New throw. Any ring rolls yet? Still none, man. Still no ring rolls, no Virtus pieces. Home gym staples I can't live without. A squat rack and a bench and a 45-pound bar. Oh my gosh, that was slow. Bo, you're looking very handsome today. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Yeah. It's always scary when you see them all pop up on your side. Not let me raid you. View count might be too low, man. I don't know if I have anything set that way. Thank you for offering anyways, though, man. Yep. My first factory meal today. Interesting. Cook Unity. Ah, better. What are you having? It's been a long morning. I feel you, brother. Me too, man. I've been up for 4.5 hours already. Man. Pot roast with horseradish sauce. Nice. Why am I in the middle of the room? Oh, nice specs, bro. Do you think it would be a bad idea to make the Awakened fight a guaranteed unique table roll? Yes, that would be a terrible idea. You would crash every piece of gear in the game here, man. There are enough people in the game that can do the Awakened fight 100% every single time. It just makes no sense. Makes it to where all of the gear and Awakener's orbs gravitate towards the same exact price each. It just doesn't make sense. I should have hit there. Why didn't I hit? Orb number 4 only. Surprising. Shall we go do the Awaken fight, chat? And he's dead. Easy send. You got 19 orbs in the same KC? Holy crap. Does a higher weight on Slaymasters mean more or less common? More common. If you have 200 total weight that you have access to, meaning like you have those tasks unlocked or available, and something is a 10 weighting, you have a 10 out of 200 chance to get that thing. That's how weighting works. Thanks, dude. Yep. Big hit there. I know there's 4 axes being thrown. What else is different in the Awaken fight? The axes damage you if they spawn on top of you. That's a big one. They hit way more damage, and you end up getting range and mage things that pop up that smite you if you miss the prey. And at a certain point, they always spawn back to back in a random order. So you need to be able to react to them quickly. Makes it to where you have a lot of actions that have to happen in the same tick. Like movement and switching preys in the same tick. Back to back with the movement and switching prey in the next tick. Kind of a... It's a difficult fight, man. To me, it's the hardest of the Awaken fights by a good bit. Any rings? Nope, no rings yet, man. Nice 71. Good kill. From an outside perspective, Awakened Leviathan looks insane. Yeah. Oddly, Awakened Leviathan ended up being the easiest one for me. But I ended up practicing a lot of one-tick prey switching and movement during my regular Leviathan grind, and I think that's what made it easy for me. Yeah, Awakened Leviathan took me 5 attempts. That being said, I did have pretty good gear for it. I'm not in max range on my Iron Man, but I do have a T-bow and I have a Web Weaver, so that helps a lot. Yeah, I think a lot of people were Miles. Duke looks the easiest. Duke is the easiest for most people, but funny enough, Duke took me twice the amount of orbs as Leviathan. And the same amount as Vardo. On paper, I think it's easiest, but it did take me a little bit of time to get down. I'm getting bopped a little bit here, man. Stop bopping. Thank you, brother. I see a big message. I can't read it right now. There we go. Next 5-head thumbnail idea. Blur the clog pop-up. Leave the item name on the ground, but it's the entirely wrong item name and it's the wrong item name entirely. Love the videos. Nah. Yeah. That takes editing and stuff, man. How's work? Nah. I do want the thumbnails to be what the video's about. I don't want to debate on that. I'll just have some fun with it from time to time. Hang on, I gotta email Jagex back. I still have not gotten my Dragon Wilds contract correct. Get back to Jagex. Is there any way to see what your spec energy is when you have Soul Reaper equipped? Yes, but I'd have to change all of my screen reach and stuff, and I just don't really want to. Am I doing another sponsored Dragon Ball stream soon? No. My team just asked Jagex to adjust some things that are in the contract. And I'm just waiting for them to get back on those adjustments. What all did you get reward-wise from Mixology? Nothing, I think. I think I've only ever done it on this account to get some Aldrin. Some Aldrin? Is that what it's called? No, some... whatever the stuff is called for the Prairie Renewal pots. The stuff. Aldarian? Or Aldarium? Something like that. He's in a group so other members can do it for him? No, there's just nothing that I need from Mixology. Recount. I went there myself to get the things I need from it and to get stuff for the team. Lag on my end? Nothing on my end. Thanks for bringing it up, though. No dropped frames, no lag felt in game. Do you need gold rings yet? None yet, man. None yet. 690 KC, 0 gold rings to show for it. Absolute scam of a boss. I don't know how Curtis does it, man. He just comes places and gets all the drops. Man's built different. Jace, thank you, dude, for the prime sub, my man. Appreciate the 20 months. Hit the boss. Thank you. Surely drop today? We've gotten a chromium so far today. So, boss wants to drop things. Do you think laziness is something that you're born with, or is it a learned habit? Both. I would say that laziness is a result of how your brain chemicals are going. So, ergo, born with. And a learned habit based on what you've experienced and been exposed to. Has to do with both. I've done that title in the past, FGG. I piss a lot of people off every time I do it, man. Busy. Diamonds. I don't have to pray for the next kill. Do I ever have a lazy period where what do I do to get out of it? Anything specific that helps, I mean? Make sure you're eating well, getting all of your nutrition. Make sure you get enough vitamin D. That's very important when it comes to mood. And get out, get in some sunlight, exercise, anything like that, man. Vitamin D got so low, got into an upper range and was night and day. Yeah, vitamin D's important. Very important, dude. What's the Ultra Ring for? Pretty much strongest DPS melee ring in the game, man. Ooh, Dabby, thank you for the prime man. I've quit RuneScape for a month. Instagram, TikTok is off my phone for about a half year now. Been up on sleep for a bit. Nutrition should be next then because I have a shoulder injury. I missed what the shoulder injury has to do with it, but yeah, those sound like all good things, man. Other than the shoulder injury. You also quit social media this year? Twitch is a form of social media. It's just not the scrolly and mindless one. Instead of bad opinions on fake news posts, you have to listen to bad opinions from Twitch streamers, which is so much worse. Streamers know all? Nope, streamers just think they know it all, man. We really don't know much. Most streamers don't have a whole heck of a lot of life experience. That's why Hassan thinks that streaming is one of the hardest jobs in the world, and he's serious about it. Big hit at the end, nice. Streaming is easy. I could easily have been a live streamer, but only getting 1 to 2 viewers every time I turn the stream on, despite doing high-end game content such as God War's Dungeon and even Inferno attempts. Sounds like it's not so easy then, man. Streaming is easy. Clicking start streaming on your OBS is extremely easy. Building up a live stream audience is not easy. Maintaining that live stream audience is not easy. Actually streaming, yeah, sure, easy as shit, you know? Most people can click live and talk to people for a bit. But it's not always about the content you're doing. It's not always about the discussion you're having. It's a whole mix of a lot of things. I'm out of food, chat. There we go, nice. How long did it take you to build up a regular group of watchers? Ew, watchers, I hate that word. I mean, I had a good amount of return viewers pretty quickly in my streaming career, but it takes a lot of work to build a very core audience, you know, of you know, the same people that I see in here day in and day out. That takes a long time. And even that, you know, there's a lot of turnover with that, man. Jeff Key, thanks, buddy, for the 19 months. Appreciate you, buddy. It's easy to lose them if you stop for a few months. It can be easy to lose people if you stop for a week, man. Yeah. You hate that word? Chance, no. Anyone that knows the Watcher story, Chance was the guy. A lot of 2014, 2015 followers still in the stream, testament to the streamer. You know, honestly, man, most of my 2014 to 2015 viewers are people that stopped watching me for like 8 years and then came back. So it's not like people that have watched the entire time since then. Judge that off of the people that are like 100+ month subs. Those have been the guys that have been around for like week in, week out, day in, day out. They've been here constantly. Or they forgot that they had a recurring payment on the credit card. Thanks, bro. Untradables, thanks, buddy, for the 98 months. See, he's one of them right there, man. Untradables, he's been here since Nam, dude. All of these guys have known me since I had so much hair. 80% of the stream right now has never seen me stream with hair. That was only 3 years ago. Palmer, thanks, buddy, for the 65 months, man. It's bait, you never had hair. You have a picture of your cat, and I have hair in the background? I made a family picture? Let's go! Can I show a picture of me with hair? Yeah, let me kill this Vardo. Sure, can find one. Kibka, I remember you, Kibka. Watching your stream on YouTube now. It's easier for me to see you live. Yeah, fair play, dude. Any hair pictures on this computer? Actually, maybe not. This was myself, my brother, and Iron Aloha. 2016 probably, maybe 2015. That's a very realistic wig. Hey, chill, bro. Miss Aloha, me too, man. He's a good dude. If I'm gonna keep it a buck, AJ would taste like what I imagine liquid asphalt would taste like. That's because you made the mistake of grabbing the deal from Costco, which is the original, like, unflavored AG1, instead of getting a tasty one, like the berry, the tropical, something like that. So, next time, you use my link, and you take advantage of the good flavors. That's poor planning. They're better? They're so much better. If you like matcha tea, you'll like the original one. If you're not a matcha tea fan, you will really like the flavored ones, the newer ones that came out over the summer. They are genuinely so much better tasting. Does the tropical have coconut flavor? The tropical is kind of like a it's like a non-overly sweet pineapple smoothie. I like the original flavor. Some people do, but some people really don't, you know? It's a pretty opinionated one, and, you know, fair play. I understand why you don't like that one. On the West Coast, my ping has gone from about, like, the 40s to the 60s, man. Average. Over the past few months. Do you find it worth it to sometimes miss a tick to only do axe skip? I'm on a hardcore, man. Avoiding damage is the priority. Yes, I'm fine with missing a tick, so I don't take damage from a flying axe or a spike on the ground or something like that, because if I take too many of those, I die. I notice you skip every time. Like to keep my attack schedule on. Yeah, on a main, I probably would too, man. But I really on a main, like, I'm still not going to take an axe hit to the face just so I can swing again, honestly. Just on a main, I lose fewer ticks on a main. On a main, I'll more often move over here and then hit if that's going to keep me on a 5-tick cycle. On here, I'm going to move over and back to keep my regular routine, even if that makes me go 6-tick instead of 5-tick. Because I'd rather keep things familiar, comfortable, and on my typical tempo at the cost of a tick. Because that's what's going to keep me alive here. So I do play a little bit different on hardcore than I do on my main. Ah, I just misclicked that. Ouch. But you'll notice on this account, I really like to do that, like, you know, move to the right and then move immediately back thing. Even if there's no axe over here, I tend to move right anyways instead of moving left. And I don't usually move here and then hit from here. Just because if I move back, I can always start the next axe rotation from the same exact point that I always start. Which gives me a bit of muscle memory. It's the same way I approach CG on a hardcore, where I always start the tornado phase from the same tile. Because then I can react the same exact way every time. It's just a good way to do it. Ring count is a whopping 0. We're at 701 KC now, still 0 rings. Apologies for coughing in your face, chat. New viewer here, what quest is this? This boss is from the Desert Treasure 2 quest, but I'm not currently doing a quest, I'm just farming the boss. Could get a kill here. Big arms, nice. What's up, Colin? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Faux, what's up, buddy? How long are you gonna go before you move on to something else? Brother, I'm already too deep, man. I'm already too deep. I've come too far, man. I can't go somewhere else now. Then it's 700 kills of wasted time. I've almost hit it big, dude. Gotta keep going. No closer than when you started? That's not even true. I'm so much closer than when I started because I'm more efficient at my kills now. I'm better at the kills, which means I get more kills per hour, which technically makes me closer than when I started. Unfortunately, the altar's just that good. BIS item, man. BIS items are worth going for. Good in yourself? I'm doing well, brother. Could be doing better if Varda wants to start putting out, though. $70 KC no teleport? 700 KC no teleport. No, obviously we have the teleport, man. Teleport doesn't put you right outside the boss room, it puts you at the pyramid. Bit annoying, isn't it? Are you 1 out of 3 yet? 0 out of 3, Austin. We big struggling, brother man. We big struggling. Orb! That's orb number 2. I'll take it. Thanks, sir. Good choice for songs that really fits the boss fight. Good old Angel Vivaldi, man. How many times have I hit the table here in 700? I actually been hitting the table decently 6 times, which technically I think is ahead of the rate, but the drops that I'm getting are not so hot. 2 axe heads to start out, and then I got 4 chromium ingots in a row. So just getting the wrong things, man. And the pet's not on the table. Tip slated, thank you, dude, for the 59 months. Appreciate you, brother, man. What's going on, dude? I gotta tank this axe. Red X clicked Vardo because he was running over there, and now I have to move around a lot, which is gonna bleed the heck out of me. Under Dragon Dart tip sting. Getting the Dragon Dart tip drop on a non-perfect kill. I know, it's a bit painful, man. It's a bit painful. What constitutes a perfect kill here? Don't get hit by any axes, don't get hit by any off-praise, don't get hit by any green smitey things, don't get hit by any spikes on the floor. Basically, don't take any unnecessary non-chip damage. Okay, we have 3 food. You forgot to mention 5 times in a row? He said perfect kill. He didn't say the combat achievement diary step. My hero, thank you for the 32 months, man. Damn. So, man, how we doing, brother? Sorry. You get your right into Zammy? Bossing. On an Iron Man, though, I'd just go telegrab him from the wilderness. Just a sec, chat. I'm gonna go grab a bowl of cereal. I actually haven't eaten breakfast today, and I've been streaming since 4 a.m., so... I'm hungry. Open scissors, to put it in a kinder way than what the guy that's talking to you is putting it, man. You just need 5 total perfect kills in a trip. You don't have to have them consecutively. So if you can do 7 kills in your trip, and the first 3 were perfect, the second 2 weren't, and then the last 2 were, then you would get that combat achievement diary. I'll be right back. Good luck getting 5 perfect in a trip without all being perfect. Gotta be full and bruised if you want. I don't bring bruise, bro. Oh! I sit down and I see the double 17. Ouch. I love this gear, man. It's like better gear than I have on my Ironman. It's sad. Did we get any funny comments on the YouTube video today? Love when Denise curses in Dutch. Just need Radiant Oath Plate. Yeah, let me go get that real quick on the hardcore, bro. Call me Mutts. I'm gonna pay Mutts to do it for me, actually. Just watched today's YouTube video. Was here yesterday when the guy did the collection log thing. Got me live then, and then got me again during the video. Yeah, sorry for leaving that in. I actually didn't intend to leave it in. It's just like I was talking about something when it came in, so it, like I wanted the discussion in the video. Also, I know that clip's towards the end of the video, so thank you, Aaron, for watching the whole thing, man. This is actually a really good cereal. I stopped eating cereal for like a year, and I just opened up a box because I had no other breakfast options the other day because I was out of eggs, and it's a good cereal, man. Cinnamon Life might be the best cereal in this world, bro. This is cinnamon honey nut Cheerios. Grind for the last ring from Bardo. Curtis doing serve for the last boot upgrade. What else is being worked on the farm individually? Mamo was doing Doom, but took a couple chances in a couple days, so he decided to also help with the serve grind instead. And Rorty has been working on Doom in his downtime and medium clues for Ranger boots. Which, if you missed it, Rorty had some luck yesterday. If you haven't seen it, it is the thumbnail of my YouTube video. Good looking thumbnail, man. Getting good. I made that in 3 minutes. I'm on 3 days in a row of finishing my YouTube video plus upload plus title plus thumbnail and everything within an hour. It's going well. Like I said, if I can do that, I can permanently continue doing the YouTube videos myself, which is good for the business overall. Okay. Guys, I could probably afford to take one more trip, and then I gotta take off, and I'll be back later today. How much extra time does it take every day to edit everything yourself as opposed to the editor? The last 3 videos have taken me 1 hour each to get done. So, 8 hours of content, about 1 hour of editing to include all aspects of the editing process and uploading process. It's not too bad. No, I can handle that, man. Hopefully I can even speed it up from there. Not too bad considering the editor split previously. Yeah, this will, you know, obviously work out for me better monetarily in the long run. Though, you know, having the editor was great because then I just didn't have to, you know, worry about that part of it. So it gives me more time in my day, which is appealing as well. Am I going to hire a temporary editor for leagues and big updates when I play 16 plus hours a day? Probably not. I'm not certain how I'm going to handle that yet. I think my plan is, like, do a big day, and then wake up early the next day, and instead of going live right away like it typically would, instead edit a video in that time, get it up as quick as I can, and then go live. So just like start my next day with it. But it's kind of a difficult thing to try to bring on an editor, you know, for a very short period of time. 1, hard to find someone. 2, hard to make sure that they know what they're doing to be able to handle it all, etc., etc. So you stream markers? I do, yeah. Yeah, it's something I started using when I hired the editor earlier, last year. And I've found it useful to continue using myself. Feeling better? I am feeling better, yeah. Exactly, Chance. And that's what makes it so much quicker for me, is that, like, I know exactly what I'm looking for in the videos, you know? Okay, I've got time for one last skill chat. And we'll go ahead and take a break for a little bit. Excuse me. And I'll be out back in a couple hours after this one. That being said, if you haven't already watched my daily highlight video on YouTube, good time to do that following me leaving. But, you know, all up to you. Wraps up all of yesterday's drops, farmer banter, etc. When I edit my videos, been editing them early in the morning, been waking up at 4 a.m. to edit lately. Head editor? Yeah, his last day was the end of December. He moved on to a different job. So, look at me, I'm the editor now. And a big bronze Javi drop. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take a break, chat. I will be back in a couple hours. We'll get rolling again then. But we'll leave off on this morning here. And I will see you guys in a little bit. I've got an appointment. Take it easy, guys. See you later. YouTube video. Check it out if you haven't already.